Woo, what's going on YouTube? It's Friday. It was a rough day at work. Rough week at work. Wasn't overly difficult, just miserable. Hot. What a pain. So, she's back. I don't have it plugged in yet. I just literally walked it indoor. That is a heavy computer. It is back. Had my guy that built it for me went over it and found everything that was wrong with it. He loaded it with Windows Professional, which I didn't have a code for, so I went out and I bought a version of Windows 7, but me not being smart with the computers and stuff, I bought Windows Home Edition, and it never erased the Professional version, so the Home Edition was loaded as well as the Professional, so I had two versions of Windows on the same computer, and they were fighting each other. They essentially wiped out the two big hard drives, so that's why there was nothing there. There was nothing to recognize. They were there, there's just nothing to see. One of the cables for one of the hard drives went haywire. So nothing from what I did, it was a bad cable. So he go ahead and swapped that. He has extras laying around. This guy likes to play and build with the computers, and he starts talking and my eyes kind of glass over because it's like, holy cow, running all these numbers and how he can remember all this stuff. So we've got my version of Windows loaded onto that machine, the one that I bought, my disk. And another thing too, there's 32 gigabytes of RAM on that computer. That I paid extra for that. But with the Home Edition of Windows, it's only seeing 16 of those, so only half of it. And that's all it's able to see. So what we're going to do is probably, I think I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to do this video. I'm going to upload it tonight. And then I'm going to go ahead and update it to Windows 10. Because he said a lot of the components on this machine, like the motherboard and the video card and different things like that, Windows 7 Home Edition is holding them way back. He says this computer is only running at a fraction of its capability, which is kind of impressive because when it was working, even with all the problems, it was still a quick computer. So he says you go up to Windows 10, it's going to unlock all the potential of that computer, and it's just going to scream. So that's going to help us with video editing. It's going to be helping us with lots of storage. There's two twin 4 terabyte, so 8 terabytes total on there. Each one is showing like 3.7 terabytes, I think he said, of memory space. So, and the way he has it set up now is there's a small hard drive, 480 gigabytes. I'm trying to remember all these numbers. That is just the operating system and probably some of the programming and whatnot. So basically the other two drives are just storage. But they are set up, I don't quite know what he means. They were set up as a RAID, and I have no idea what that means. I think when you do that with the two drives, it kind of works them as one, I think. But they're set up as two separate drives right now. But he says when you go into Windows 10, it pretty much is going to treat those two drives as one, because it's going to be all storage space. So yep, we're back. We are going to get plugged in. I'm going to get this uploaded, edited, do a little bit of tinkering around with it, and just play. So all the footage that I had on the hard drive, the big hard drives, is gone, but there's still footage on the little hard drive, and I should transfer that to the big ones and get a backup program going. And then, yeah, there's several weeks of videos in this computer, right behind that lens, right there. We got some great new Oldsmobile parts, fantastic Oldsmobile parts. Thank you to my brother Kevin92XJ for finding me that. The folks aren't real thrilled about me buying that, but hey, it's parts. We did do a little bit of damage to the heap last weekend. There's some video on that, as well as the impending repair. Got to go find some more parts probably tomorrow. That's going to be an early Saturday run for that. Nothing too expensive. What else have we been into? Had another little brush burning party and some brush clearing out at the brother's place. You'll see that footage. Mr. Ruger was out there helping us with that, so And then there's just the various other stuff from around here. Nothing overly exciting, but yeah, there's a bunch of videos coming up, so stay tuned. Thought I'd just do this little one, and this will be the test for the regenerated new computer. Woohoo! Glad it's back. Took him 2 or 3 days because it wouldn't turn on. It wouldn't go into start mode. The two windows were fighting each other. And I'd had that once, if I remember right, and that's where I kind of bought that other tower to just hold me over till I got this one figured out, and shouldn't have spent the money on that one, but I did. Now I got an extra computer. I don't know what I'll do. Probably throw it out in the garage. Never use it. But yeah, it took him 2 or 3 days just to get it to where it would turn on and he could go into the safe mode. And then once he got it going, there were, what did he say? 380 or 830 updates that it had to go through, because my disk for Windows is 3 years old. So, nope, he says basically it is ready to plug and play. So thank you to my buddy Gary. And he charged me peanuts for that too. It could have been a whole lot more money, but he says he doesn't do it to make money. He just does it. He likes computers. But I didn't want him to do it for nothing, because he had this thing for 2 weeks. Off and on, he was playing with it. So, and it really cut into his, he's a big video gamer, so I kind of feel bad that it cut into his playtime. But anyway, speaking of cutting into playtime, let me shut you off here so you guys can go watch more exciting videos. And I'm going to get this thing plugged in and probably play around on the laptop a little bit while that one's going, and get this edited up and uploaded, and we're all good to go. So catch y'all on the next one. Stay tuned. I got, like I said, lots of videos. I got to put them all together and figure out how to tie them together so it kind of keeps a time track going. And yep, 11:50 in the PM, Friday, March 25th. Got the whole weekend off, Easter weekend. Going down to see some family on Sunday. Kevin's going with, see the other brother and cousins and aunts and uncles and moms and dads and probably more critters down there, and you name it. So, alrighty, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.